Welcome to the swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports. The Gators will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tigers offense will take the first swing of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd down, going up top. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Florida's offense will take the field for the first time. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston.
Oh, he's going to go up top. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to the ground. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fast motion from the offense. The give to the tailback. Discards a man. And he delivers the stiff arm for a solid pickup on the play. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Going to the running game. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the 1st down. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Second down.
Back to throw. It's Mertz. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Handoff from the gun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pulls it in on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They'll throw it from the red zone. Pulls it in. It's Taylor. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield to the sidelines, and he tiptoes his way to a 1st down before going out of bounds. The Tigers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They keep attacking through the air. Makes the grab. Giving him his pads. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here. Trying to barge in. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Kansas State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Dropping back, it's Mertz. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. He's going to pass. Going downfield for the big play. Snags it on the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Big first down sack for the defense, brings up second down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On second down, looking again to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Coming after it. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. And it's right down the boulevard. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Now the play fake. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Looking to throw, it's Mertens. Gets it out fast. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Gators are on the move. They'll give it to Johnson. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Hand off from the shotgun. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll keep it on the ground. Pickup of one. It's down at the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Here we go. Third down and one. Let's see what you're made of. He's got the tight end. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Touchdown, Gators! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Daniels. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Try to get it on the ground. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Hauls it in. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. He's looking to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Anderson. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Well, they're able to get the completion right now. You know the sense of urgency is up right here. They're in position to go win this game, Dave.
Yeah, and defensively, take your time getting off piles, make them eat clock, get in your defense really, really quickly, and make sure you don't give up any big plays by not being organized.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Looking to throw it again. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now second down, and it's as if this crowd senses they can help them get a huge stop. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The Gators inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The handoff to Johnson. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The Gators line up to punt it away. And he really needs to get away a good kick here. He gets a block. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted to do it. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
And how do you gain respect? You want respect. You talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of. This team pulls off the ranked upset, and guess what? Now what happens? You start to maybe find your team in the ranked spot.